Today we're going to be doing a soft-spoken video, antique appraisal of this Balinese mask that I just dusted off in the silent version of this video, if you want to check that out. So, we're going to go over the whole thing and then go into the details, front and back, okay? So let's go ahead and get started on that. This is, I got this secondhand from a store. And I did a quick Google on Balinese masks, and they're pretty interesting. Pretty sure this is a souvenir version, of course. Okay, so it's wood. You can hear that. It's got different colors. It's got different color paints. We have, let's see how many we can get. It's gold, red, black, orange, white or ivory, and ivory here. It looks like that's the main colors at different levels. So it's got 1, 2, 3, 4 eyes. They look like they're pretty solid, no chips, maybe a little here, but no big damage on the paint or on the nose. Usually you see smudges from falling and hitting on those parts, but these are nicely well taken care of. You can see the paint here is perfect condition still, along with most of the lips. A couple of chipping, a little bit of chipping down here at the facial hair on the chin, which is the kind of red I would expect. Really not that bad. Ears, it's got 2 ears, 1, 2. Jewelry and headwear, it's gold that comes across here. Taking a closer look at those, it comes across the top. Just the ears. Looks like either piece of the headpiece or like an ear jewelry on both sides. Hand carved, hand painted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 teeth. 3 mouths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 nostrils. But you can see from the other side that the nostrils are only in the middle here. The center, 2 eyes, 1, 2, and 1 mouth. So it is only this center piece that you can see through the eyes, head, nose, and mouth. Now, there's 3 faces first. Forgot 1, 2, 3. One has facial hair. Makes me think maybe this one is male, maybe these are female. Who knows? The headwear is the same across all 3 faces. Of course, he has no ears officially. They would be shared with these. They have a red color on the eyes here. There's red, and then there's gold, and then there's the actually, it looks like from the overlapping paint here, it started out as black, and they put yellow last over these. It's a good outline color. A little bit of damage there. Okay, so do a quick overview of the back again. A little bit of cracking in the wood here and here. Have some, no, maybe not, it's just from the carving and the paint carved down this way and then stopped here with the tool came down in this direction. You can see here also with people using the hand carved areas where you took scoops out to smooth it. Probably did a light sanding and then the paint does the rest. Doesn't look like there's a lot of adhesive used anywhere. It's all one piece of wood. All one continual piece. Paint is bright, considering. Don't know the age of this, but let's go ahead and start looking at some of the details here. We'll go with the top of the head first. Okay. So we've got a string that we use to attach it to the wall. And then we've got a bald head, looks like. Or maybe that's just an extended forehead. And we've got this headpiece here that has been carved. Let me get my pointer here. Okay, so you can see here on the headpiece that it's carved inward here to create this nice sharp area here, nice straight line. Painted about halfway down, and then the other side of it is red. So this has been carefully painted not to exceed this line here. It's painted at the very top of this curve and downwards into this carving here. And then we also have these three parts here, and they're also found elsewhere. They face the opposite direction from not quite center. We're looking about, if this is the center of the nose from the center face, it's just a little bit off center, which is totally fine. It's just part of doing things by hand. So they also have the going all the way across here, and there's only two left on this side. Goes 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3, 3 facing the other way, 3, 3, and 3, and just 1 here. So, and then it turns into this what might be a crown. Because of these pointies, it kind of makes me think a crown. Some kind of loyalty, or maybe a god or something. And the earpieces that come across. Very nice. Oh, also I wanted to point out here that these are individually stippled little bits that go across. I wonder if they did it with, see here, this is a good example of how we can find out, or at least theorize. These lines are going straight across, which makes me suggest that something was rolled across. So it had similar to this brush, had a texture. And it would roll across like that and create those stipples, going over it several times probably. That's how I would guess those were made, but interesting to think about the tools that were required for this. Now let's go ahead and move down into the forehead. It's got two lines going across. The paint is at the bottom crease, leaving the red all for the back part. So if you're looking at it from head on, you can see here the top is still red, and the top of the next wrinkle is black. The same here. Good detail work. And Then it has this iridescent type gold here, carved into pretty even triangles. Let's see if we can measure one just with our pointer here. Let's see if it's about the same. A little bit longer, it looks like, on this one. So, probably cut 1, 2, and then 3. 1, 2, and 3. Like swooping, cutting the edges first, downward, downward, and then in underneath the existing wedge here, underneath, and then it would pop right up because these edges would already be cut. So that's how I would carve these. And now we've got 2 lines that come across really evenly across all this crown area that attach over here to the earpieces, which we're going to look at now. We're going to look at the left ear, wearer's left, which is the mask's left, and it's our right. We're going to see these notches. More likely they were carved this way, so that the grain wouldn't cause them to chip downward. You don't see any chipping here, really. So, and now we go, here's some more of these notches that were found on the top here. We've got 2, and 2 here. That makes it kind of look like he has maybe an earring. If you look at it, how it's painted and how it's sculpted here. These are layers. Let's take a look at these layers. We've got 1 layer and then a step up, 2 layers and a step up, 3 layers, step up, 4 layers, and then we get into the face. So it was probably carved, chopped around this way, and up or down, and now we're onto the ears here. Same thing over here. We have 1 in, 2 in, 3 in, 4 in, and the face. So we've got 1, 2 here, 1, 2, and 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's just compare the ears a little bit. We've got facing out, facing out, facing in, and facing in. Facing in, facing in, facing outward, and facing outward, facing outward. Good. Okay. Take a look here. It's still a little bit dusty because I didn't want to chip any of that paint. Let's take a look at this. We'll move into the... So the paint comes around this edge. Got some paint on this cheek, around, and kind of frames this face here. So I guess they all kind of have facial hair. Maybe these are princes and this is the king. So it comes up around here, and then in, let's take a look at the same direction from over on this side. The cheek has paint. Yep. So this, and brings up carvings all along the jawline of this facial hair. There's 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 2, a couple steps here, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3. Interesting. That's the difference. There's just one missing on a couple of these on this side. Right now we have the cheeks, where the paint is put on the back side of this cheek here and the front side of this cheek with nothing in the center. So looking forward, you would see the black paint. Looks like same thing on this side. Got these two spots and these two spots. Now we move into the individual faces. Let's go ahead and start where the eyes are, actually. Turn it around. So, this is where the detail is nice. We've got eyelids, and you can see where there was a little bit of extra paint when they did the first layer of the red and it dripped down here. So it's carved eyelid here at the bottom lid, and then at the waterline here, and then it comes up from here to make the upper eyelid waterline and the lid shape here. And then finally where it would technically, I guess, be the brow bone. So let's look and see if they all have lids here, 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 and here. Of course, these two are the ones you can see through. One, two, there. And eyelids come to a point. A little bit less of a point on that side. Okay. Let's do lines even. Curving down the nose. Very smooth. Nice finish. Smooth on each side of the nose. A bit of a neck. Nostrils. Good. Turn it around again to look at the inside of the nostrils. Now, see a little bit of dirt and boogers in there. Not bad though. Now, the mouth here is going to be where we're going to get into some better detail. So let's start on the mouths that don't have as much detail work, so we can get those out of the way. This mask has 2 lips, 2 sides, lip liner, smooth, 2 lips, matching lip liner. Okay. Looks pretty good. Very similar. Now let's look at the facial hair of this area. It's got quite a few of these notches. I'm interested to see how they were carved, because you can tell here they have a direction that they follow. They all kind of lean this way, and these ones all kind of lean the opposite way. So that kind of detail is nice to see. That's a little bit of where there might have been a chip here, but it was when they were carving it, and it looks fine. And the lip paint does not exceed past the lip line at any point. Stays there. A little bit on this side maybe, but then there's no black paint on the inside of the lips. There are gums across. No bottom gums, no bottom teeth. A little bit dirty where the tongue would be. We're going to get into that later. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teeth, 2 fangs, and 4 regular teeth. Incisors, I think. I'm not sure. I don't remember. But from there, quick look at the bottom. Yeah, that looks like we've covered almost everything. So, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Maybe I will use these again to go over a light soap and water brushing video with some Q-tips. If you'd like to see that, go ahead and leave it in the comments. Okay. Thanks for watching.